I know why they're doing it. Let's
Mm-hmm.
face it, AMC shares are in the toilet because they're not showing growth. The only thing investors give a shit about is how much money are you making me this year? How are you going to guarantee that next year you're going to give me more money? You have to grow forever. You have to perpetually grow. You can't see that you're just, sitting there just making. No, no, no. You got to make more money every year.
Yeah. You have
So they're trying
to
to
pretty
take
much grow every, like if you make 100,000 this year, you have to make 200,000 in the following or
exactly.
more.
And we
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
want 100,000. We want 150,000.
yeah.
Fine. They have to do these things. They are a corporation that's publicly traded. They have to answer to the shareholders, and the shareholders want to see higher revenue, lower costs. What's the easiest way
Mm.
to do that? Charge more for seats.
Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates brought to you by digitalcracknetwork.com. I'm your host, Pressure305. With me, as always, old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willie.
I hope you appreciate the fact that right now I'm sitting at death's door, but I'm doing this because some asses need to be kicked.
Oh, no. I understand. If it wasn't for this shit, I wouldn't be on as well. I'm still fighting a cold. Luckily, I got past it Monday morning. I sounded like total ass. I couldn't even get a couple words out of my mouth without sounding like if I'm dying. But luckily, it was a little like a 48-hour type of thing. It's getting through me, but I still want to recover. But we need to talk about what's going on today because it happened. Because shit happened, and Willie, okay. We have to talk about today. Nintendo Direct came out, guys, and they brought up a lot of things, and I'm a little concerned about one of the things that we're gonna be talking about. But please, let's do the details and let's talk about all the games they announced at this freaking Treehouse event.
Okay,
Or Nintendo Direct, whatever you want to call it.
Let's go over the same difference, the same people.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this quickly because, again, Death's Door.
Yes.
So, new trailer for Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Gameplay trailer. They announced a collector's edition, which is going to cost $130.
Only?
And there's just going to be a new Link amiibo. This game comes out May 12th of this year. Something else that they announced was a little bit of a surprise. Metroid Prime Remastered.
Okay, that's the one I'm actually a little surprised about. It's a remastered, which I get it. It's those times they want to bring out the remastered, they're probably gonna add some extra things into it. Pretty cool. But I know everybody was waiting for Metro Prime 4 to come out.
Well,
but,
yeah, they're still talking about that. But hey,
yeah.
Metro Prime Remastered, and it comes out today.
Beautiful. I mean, you see, awesome. All right.
Physical version, February 22nd. For those of you that are like me that care about physical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Pikmin 4 got a release date, July 21st. Nintendo seems to have been listening to me. They're saying that February 8th today, they're gonna have Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games on Switch Online. The Game Boy games are Tetris, Super Mario Land 2-6, Golden Coins, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX, Gargoyle's Quest, Game & Watch Gallery 3, Alone in the Dark: The New Nightmare, Metroid 2, Return of Samus, Wario Land 3, and Kirby's Dream Land. You can play those games with filters to make it look like a Game Boy Pocket, or Game Boy Color. They're also releasing the Game Boy Advance are releasing Legend of Zelda Minish Cap, Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3, WarioWare Inc., Mega Micro Games, Guru Guru Gururing, Mario Kart Super Circuit, and Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
Okay.
They all support local and online multiplayer. And they said there's going to be more games in the future. They threw out their Metroid Fusion. They threw out Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons and Ages. They threw out the original Fire Emblem. And they threw out F-Zero Maximum Velocity.
F-Zero?
Why didn't they do this? F-Zero Maximum Velocity.
God. Shit.
Why was it so difficult for them to do this?
I agree.
Anyway, not important. Advance Wars 1 and 2 got a release date. It was put on hold when the war in Ukraine started because, hey, there's a war going on in Europe right now. Let's celebrate by releasing a game about war. They didn't think it was a good look, but it is releasing April 21st. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, more courses. Booster Course Pass Wave 4. Gonna have new courses, Find Wonder, whatever. Splatoon 3 Expansion Pass. That was announced. Spring 2023. Kirby. Kirby's Return to Dreamland. I have no problem with that.
I'm okay
remaster. Remaster. February 24th. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Expansion Pass Volume 3. There's been a lot of expansions.
Plenty.
Adds a new hero. Fabulous. Fire Emblem Engage. New DLC with Chrom, Robin, Samilla, and a new story. Disney Illusion Island. Looks like a Disney cartoon that would have been done by Cartoon Network. But it's a co-op platformer, comes out July 28th. Had smaller stuff. Although Octopath Traveler 2 is getting a demo. Came out today. The first one was a very good game. Sea of Stars, another RPG. Not surprised. I saw this. Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon.
Don't care.
Interesting. It's like a prequel.
Oh, but for you, I know you'll probably like it, but for me,
Yeah.
I didn't see nothing.
Dead Cells Return to Castlevania. It's a DLC for Dead Cells. Looks cool.
Yeah.
And other things, Batten Kaitos 1 and 2, another Tron game, Tron Identity, another Professor Layton game. This one out of left field. Samba de Amigo, Party Central. Remember those games?
Yeah. Pretty freaking old, but yeah.
Interesting. So, I mean, a lot of things there. And, of course, Katamari. Because that's awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of things. These are all things that they said it beforehand. These are all games that are going to come out in the first half of this year. And they hit a couple of main ones. Legend of Zelda, of course. Pikmin, of course.
Yeah.
The Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games, that's a good thing. Advance Wars 1 and 2, Metro Prime Remastered, a lot of good stuff. You can't die before me, god damn it.
No, I'm trying to save myself.
Well, save yourself harder.
But yeah, Willie, I personally think that this Nintendo Direct was I'll probably say aim for a more positive view. I mean, with all the games and stuff they announced, I'm just saying, like, like from the way it sounded, at least, I see a lot of positive. I mean, I see that there's a lot of RPGs in these freaking games that they always show on Nintendo Direct. But overall, at least for the games, for the fans out there, it seems to be like it's a win-win, I guess, for them. Listen, but overall, it seems like a good thing. I just think about it. It just seems like a good thing they brought up.
At least they're not announcing 23 farming simulators.
Stop. That was just
Which,
bad.
you know what? There's nothing wrong with farming simulators, but not 23 of them. And the only thing that pisses me off is Nintendo with their, we're so benevolent. We're such nice people. We let you play Game Boy games. Fuck you. You should have let me from the beginning.
I mean, you're not wrong. I just wish they just fucking let them all go and that's it. Fucking make
maybe they want to let them. Maybe they don't want to let them all go at once because they don't want to flood the market. But at least give us more than the bullshit you're giving us now. You make it sound like you can't release your own games.
I agree. Yeah,
but we're not going to litigate that.
I don't know.
We're not going to litigate that again. You know my opinion on it.
Definitely.
Let's talk about other funny stuff.
Let's get down to it, dude. So the next topic we're going to be talking about is Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella. Satya Nadella talks to propose Activision Blizzard buyout. Wow. Okay, so Activision Blizzard reps already spoke out about the whole company's view on the last UK competition and market and all that good shit. So what's going on here? They're going to buy it out for finally or what?
Well, we're waiting.
So Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, was talking to CNBC, and he was referring to the recent decision by the UK Competition and Markets Authority, the CMA, where they say that they have legit issues. They see legit issues with Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard. Their main concern, to nobody's surprise, is Call of Duty.
Really?
The game that's so important that nobody can possibly have an advantage. Even though every year Sony pays for an advantage as far as extra things you can get before the game releases. I'm not letting that go. Sony can cry about it all the hell they want, but they thought it was perfectly fine when they were buying the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And for those wondering, I don't care if Microsoft buys Activision Blizzard. As long as they don't fuck up the games, I don't care what they do. But I think it's funny. Either way.
I agree.
They were Satya Nadella was talking about how, he feels that the UK CMA is pretty much, taking things out of proportion, that it's not that big of a deal, that they've committed to keeping Call of Duty available on all platforms for at least 10 years. And their goal is not to sit there and take shit from people.
Mm-hmm.
He's, and this comes at a time where Microsoft's going through a lot. So is Activision Blizzard. Microsoft had less revenues recently than they did before. The previous quarter two, year over year, they have less revenue. They're not losing money; they're just making less. And they're noting that, on top of those issues they're having, there are issues with Activision Blizzard with the multiple lawsuits and things they have going on. And Sony's sitting there complaining about the deal. It's just another obstacle. At the end of the day, it's like I said, most likely Microsoft will have to come up with some kind of deal where they divest something. They say, okay, you know what? Maybe we don't keep King.
Yeah,
maybe we put it in writing. Maybe we put it in writing that we're not going to do anything with Call of Duty.
I mean, we're gonna see now. I mean, I personally think that they're not gonna do that shit. I think there's gonna be a little more to that. There's gonna be a lot of things to work out.
No, I mean, there's gonna be some minutia because the UK is not the only one. The US FCC actually sued. No, the FTC. I'm sorry, the Federal Trade Commission. Yeah. They sued to block the deal because they say that it's going to harm competition, and there are some points to that. They're going to have to figure that one out. The only thing I want to come out of this is that someone goes and grabs Bobby Kotick by his short hairs and yanks him out of there. That's the only thing I want.
That's the best thing. I don't like. I just hope that the deal goes to a point that, like, you know what? Let's not do nothing. Let's just get rid of Bobby Kotick, and that's it.
Even if Microsoft's deal doesn't go through, as long as Slimy Bobby gets yanked out of there, I don't give a fuck.
I totally agree with you.
I know he makes the investors. I know he makes the investors a lot of money, and they sure like that money that he's making them. But he's a fucking prick, and he needs to go away.
I agree with you 110% there, man. And I'm kind of curious to know what our audience will think about this. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think so far about what we're just talking about so far about the Nintendo Direct and this whole thing with Bobby Kotick? Please comment down below, let us know your thoughts, and let's have a conversation about this. Now let's get down to the nitty gritty. And this is the part that I really want to talk about. And it's the whole thing, the whole bullshit with AMC now charging different prices depending on where you sit in the fucking theater. Look, first of all, the theater should not be like Ticketmaster now, all suddenly. That they're going to tell you this middle area where you're going to be sitting is going to be $125, while everything around the fucking theater is going to be like $50 or less. It shouldn't be that way, dude. It shouldn't be like that at all. And I personally think that they can go fuck themselves. And that's AMC. I'm not sure if Regal wants to do the same thing, but by God, they could do all shit. And you know what's funny about this shit? That there's stars out there complaining about this. Fuck, what's it called? Not Steph Rogen. Oh God, Steph Green. Steph Green on freaking Twitter went out there and he's pretty much saying, like, you know, you're supposed to be helping people go stay in the theaters and go to the theaters, not freaking going, well, I guess they, you know, I really don't want to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because all the seats are taken and the ones that are available are the ones that are super expensive that I'm not going to pay for. You know, But that's my 2 cents, Willie. I know you have to fill in with the fillers here, but go ahead. I really wanted to vent about that shit.
Details first. They're announcing a tiered structure to tickets for seats.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have first standard sightline. Those are the most common seats in the theater, in the auditorium, I should say.
Okay.
They're gonna say the same price. They're gonna have value sightline, which is the front row seats that nobody wants.
Mm-hmm.
You actually pay less for those.
Of course you would.
Now, if you have seats that they say are in the preferred sightline, those are the ones that are in the middle. Those middle seats that everybody likes, you got to pay more for those.
Stupid.
I know why they're doing it. Let's face it, AMC shares are in the toilet because they're not showing growth. The only thing investors give a shit about is how much money are you making me this year? How are you going to guarantee that next year you're going to give me more money? You have to grow forever. You have to perpetually grow. You can't see that you're just, sitting there just making. No. You got to make more money every year.
Yeah.
So they're trying to
you have to pretty much grow every, like if you make 100,000 this year, you have to make 200,000 in the following.
Exactly. More. And we didn't want 100,000. We want 150,000.
Yeah.
Fine. They have to do these things. They are a corporation that's publicly traded. They have to answer to the shareholders, and the shareholders want to see higher revenue, lower costs. What's the easiest way to do that? Charge more for seats. You don't gotta try hard. All you're doing is raising the prices on certain seats, not all of them. Now, this is not happening everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
This is starting Friday, this coming Friday, and it's only going to be in certain cities. So it's not going to be us anytime soon.
So what? This is like a test to see how it does or some shit?
They're just doing select theaters in New York, Chicago, and Kansas City. Those are the details. Okay, as far as my opinion, I am on record saying that what theaters need to do is to entice us to go. Give us an experience that's better than sitting in my house like a fat ass with my 70-inch TV watching that shit on streaming 3 weeks later.
Yeah, I agree.
They're not giving me any incentive by saying, well, if you want the good seats, you got to pay more. And AMC is the trendsetter here. If they do it and people go along with it, you bet your fucking ass that Regal's going to do it. And all the other chains are going to do it. This is the way. It's the same thing as in video games. When a company goes and says, oh, we're going to start charging $70 for now, the other companies wait and see. Oh, people are still buying the games. Oh, yeah, we're going to sell for $70 too. Fuck them.
They're
okay,
hot garbage.
Right now it doesn't affect me because the only time I go to a theater is when I go to see the Bistro. That's expensive enough as it is.
Yeah.
But if all of a sudden the Bistro still owned by Cobb?
No, it's actually CMX. Is it a CMX?
You're right. It's CMX. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
If CMX all of a sudden decides to do the same thing, fuck you. Fuck you. It's insulting in the sense that you're giving me the same experience and you're telling me because I want to have a good seat, I have to pay more for that?
Man,
how about you give me a reason to get there, you pieces of shit?
Yeah. Okay, make my movie going experience
make my movie going experience more memorable than, oh, I have to find parking. Oh, $15 for a bucket of popcorn? Oh, the fucking 15-year-old screaming behind me if it's a horror movie. You're charging me more for this experience.
Yeah, no, I'll do that at home.
I do that at home. At least the people screaming are people that are related to me and I can hit.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you can. But again, I'm just gonna say straight up, I don't think this shit's gonna work. It's fucking stupid as it is. I get they're trying to make the money back from after the whole thing with the pandemic, but slowly but surely everything's coming back already to the theaters already. I already see more growth in movies going to theaters and not just going directly to direct, on the what the fuck
I
you call it again?
actually, yeah, streaming.
Yeah, streaming.
I actually see less.
Really?
And the stories we got coming up next are part of the reason why.
Okay, well, let's get down to it then. It looks like Disney Plus lost 2.4 million subscribers last year. According to the new earnings report, Disney Plus lost 2.4 million subscribers in the last 3 months of 2022. What's going on here, Willie? Like,
Okay.
why are they losing that much? Like, why did they lose that much subscribers, first of all?
This is one of those things where context is key.
Okay.
Overall, worldwide, they lost 2.4 million subscribers. This is true.
Mm-hmm.
The primary reason for that loss is in Asia.
What?
They have they have a service there called Disney Plus Hotstar. That's the version that they have to Southeast Asia, including India.
Okay.
That service lost 3.8 million subscribers. So they only had 161.8 million people in total in that part of the world.
Okay.
If you look at in the US and Canada, they gained subscribers, about 200,000 more. They hit 46.6 million subscribers total here.
Hmm.
But at the end of the day, worldwide, they lost 2.4 million. Some of the problems are self-inflicted.
All right.
Disney has a massive catalog that they can rely on. But number one, they're hampering themselves specifically because Disney Plus is supposed to be a family-friendly streaming service. So all the kick-ass movies that they got from the Fox deal can't really play there.
Only on Hulu.
They throw it on Hulu, which has less subscriber base. They do the smart thing where they bundle Disney Plus with Hulu and ESPN Plus.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure they got a lot of subscriptions from there. Personally, I only have ESPN Plus.
Oh, okay.
I'll only get Disney Plus if I want to get see something in particular. I'm one of those people.
I understand. I fully understand there.
There's too many streaming options. They can't possibly expect me to subscribe to all of them to see all the things that I want to see.
No, absolutely. You're right about that.
And truthfully, Disney Plus is not giving me anything that I want to see now. It's more of the same. Speaking of more of the same,
mm-hmm.
Disney announced sequels for Toy Story, Frozen, and Zootopia.
But why? Like, I thought those movies already ended in a good note.
They have to come up with content. Let's ignore the fact that they want to put things in theaters. Okay, a heavy hitter like Toy Story or Frozen has to be in theaters. You can maybe get away with Zootopia because Zootopia is very good.
Yeah, no, I like Zootopia. It was fun.
It doesn't have the name recognition that a Frozen or a Toy Story does.
Yeah, but still, it's a good movie.
They have to have content. What better way to have content than to just keep plying the same horse shit they do every year? This is why I'm telling you that I see a decline in quality in the theaters.
Okay.
If everything is going to be a sequel, a remake, a prequel, a remaster,
mm-hmm.
a reboot of the same 15 tired properties, sooner or later people are going to get tired. I'm willing to say
you're absolutely right. I understand what you're saying.
I'm willing to say that people are tired of the MCU right now because it's too fucking much. I saw a slideshow on Gizmodo.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about everything that came about in Phase 4 between the movies and the TV shows. There are a total of 70 plus characters that have been introduced into the MCU. That includes all the Spider-Men
Mhm.
because they are now MCU canon. So is Venom. So are a lot of other characters. 70 characters in one phase. That's a lot for people to digest.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Especially considering that the MCU wants you to keep with this whole, shared continuity. You got to digest all this shit. All of a sudden, you're going to go and see the Marvels and wonder why the fuck Carol Danvers is in Miss Marvel's bedroom.
No, yeah, it's a lot to take in.
You didn't see WandaVision. Who's this woman? What? She's the daughter of Carol Danvers' friend from the first movie. But why is she so big now? And why does she have powers?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, maybe they'll go and do something. It's like, what's this guy, this crazy dude in the white suit that's slicing people? Is he Batman?
I'm telling you, it's a lot to take in, and you're absolutely right. And us that we're a bunch of comic book nerds and one like that, we follow everything, and we're like, okay, we can separate all the characters, individually, and we know what's going on. But I could take it upon a regular bystander seeing this right now, and they're just gonna be going, okay, who's this guy with the white suit? Where did he came from? Who's this lady now with the witchy powers? I mean, is that supposed to be now Wanda, or like,
is that Wanda?
Yeah, they're gonna be like, who's this chick now? Yeah, and it's very confusing because, at least for them, because they're not gonna know what the hell's going on unless they're going with someone that is like key on this, and they'll explain to them to the T of who's what and where and why.
I'm gonna throw some names at you.
Okay.
These are characters that have been established in Marvel. See how many you remember. Scarlet Scarab.
Who?
The Scarlet Scarab.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, you don't remember Mark Spector's girlfriend? That she got picked by a god?
Oh yeah, her. Okay, got it.
Titania.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. Werewolves and Man-Thing.
Yes.
They're established now. They're a canon.
That's
Egyptian gods.
Which by
Egyptian gods.
by
Greek gods.
Again, fucking great fucking show.
I thought the show was weak because it was less about Moon Knight. It was more about Mark.
No. I'm talking about Man-Thing and Werewolf.
Oh, Werewolf by Night.
Yeah.
It was okay. It was all right. But now you have vampire and werewolf hunters in the universe.
Yes.
Okay, fine. How about Love?
Are you talking about a character named Love, or just talking about of Love?
A character named Love. Nah, the Love has never existed in the MCU.
I don't know.
Steve Rogers didn't want to get with Peggy. He just wanted to hit that.
Yeah. Which, by the way, he fucked.
Oh,
Just
no.
saying.
He's. We established that in She-Hulk.
Yeah.
He got it in. Okay, but the character Love.
I don't know who that person is.
Thor's adopted daughter.
Oh, duh. Fucking A. I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
Sylvie.
Yes, I know Sylvie.
Okay. Hello, Loki Alligator.
Who the fuck is that?
Where is he? Where is he?
I don't. Oh, where or when is he? That's a true question.
Yeah, well, I'm saying so many things were established, and if you didn't sit around and watch all this shit, you don't know that Kate Bishop is Hawkeye now.
Yep.
Kingpin's back.
Yep.
So's Daredevil, and not only did he do his shit in Hell's Kitchen, but he's doing his shit in LA and had to do the Walk of Shame.
You know what? I fully understand him, and it's okay.
But all these things, the Scar introduction is still weak as shit. But all these things that were established that people have to know.
You know what, bro? Again, it comes down to a point where I agree with you on this one. There's too much characters, and there's a lot of side characters that they're in the movies. Like you just mentioned a couple, which I was like, the fuck you talking about? And I forgot about them. Yeah, I totally forgot about them, like by name and shit. So yeah,
we're gonna get Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. They slowed down the TV shows for a bit, but we're gonna get more of those. And Jesus Christ, just keeping up with all that, it starts getting monotonous. I'm the one dying. Sorry about that.
No, don't worry. I was gonna wait for you.
Well, now we got all that. And on top of that, oh, we're going to have another Frozen? Great. Another Toy Story? It's a win.
Fantastic.
The Zootopia TV series? Splendid. In order for them to make the Zootopia series worthwhile, they have to have one entire episode where it's somebody trying to get an application through the sloth.
I will watch it. I will fucking
That has
watch
to
it.
be the entire episode. You do that, I'm in.
Yeah. Put that sloth in there that he's actually doing some sort of paperwork. Oh my god, yeah. I'm fuck that. I'm in.
Not just doing paperwork. Spending the entire show doing the paperwork.
I'll watch it. And then him getting distracted really easily because of something. Like,
yes.
Oh, and just like he just slow-mos because he probably like,
and you have to start from the beginning.
Oh my god. Would that be a two-parter just to be on the same side?
No, just give me one episode. Let's
just
not,
one, okay.
Let's not milk this. Let's not milk the joke for too much. Just one episode.
All right, fine. Well, I'll work with that, Willie. I'll work with that. But
and I guarantee that if that were to happen, it would still take less time than the actual DMV.
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's not. But guys, what do you guys think about everything we just talked about right now, above and below? Please comment down below, let us know your thoughts, and let's have a conversation about this. But we are done, folks, and thank you so much for joining us today on this amazing show. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just so that we come up with this amazing news, which is 3 times a week: Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday, and a little something in between. Willie, any last words?
If I die before the next podcast, I just want everybody to know that Jose can't have my fucking games.
And I noted that, and now this is going on YouTube, so it'll never happen. And also, just to be sure, fuck you, Jose, you're not gonna have my games either if I die. So there you go. We're clean slate.
I don't know. Like my son and daughter can fight over who gets to keep the games. They'll probably fight over who has to take them.
I'll ask them. I'll take it. I'll do as a memorial for you.
No, you can't have them either.
Oh fuck. Okay. I have room. I can make a little nice thing for you.
No,
you know.
fuck off. You're gonna be the Jack Black of the group. You're gonna say this is not Willie's video game collection. This is just a tribute.
Yeah, and I'll keep it there as a shrine for you. And
No,
when I die, I take it with
tribute
me.
the picture. You tribute the picture of the video game collection, like if it was Red Letter Media and their picture of all the Noogie tapes that they fucking shredded. You don't touch my shit.
Fucking A. Guys, as you heard, Willie, this is the end. And I want to say again, thank you for coming, and we'll see you on Friday, hopefully. Bye, everybody.
Bye.